Welcome everybody. I have the great pleasure and honor today to be with Stéphane Meunier, General Manager of Nowsnapp. Welcome.
Thank you.
Stéphane, tell us a little bit more about Nowsnapp.
Sure. So Nowsnapp is an instant service application. So we launched the application last January, so it's still very fresh. And we're basically the go-to application for any business or individual after services. But the way we're doing it very differently is more about instant services, is more about looking for people immediately available right around you. We believe that there's always someone who's ready to help immediately around you. We believe that people need people, so basically we're connecting people with each other around instant services.
Fantastic. So you mentioned the app is live on the App Store.
Sure.
How does it work for me as a user? What is a little bit the path on onboarding to the app?
Right. So it's live on App Store and Google Play, of course.
Fantastic.
So as a user, either you're looking for services, then all you have to do is just reach out to people and tell them what you need. And the way you do it, we call it posting a banknote. So it appears on the map, on the application, as a banknote, and that tells exactly to people what you need, when you need it, and what you're prepared to pay for it. So you don't need to look for specialized websites or classifieds or whatever for people who might not be available or might be far away from you. You just reach out to people, post a banknote, and it appears on the map and people get notified and can reach out to you immediately.
Yeah.
That's if you need something. Well, if you are ready to help, if you have special skills or availability, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a freelance business, if you're a handyman, if you're a babysitter or whatever, you just create your profile on the map in Nowsnapp, you make yourself available, and then you get the notifications when anybody around you needs something. You're going to be the first one to know it, you can respond, and you get the job.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I saw the heat map, right? So it's instant, it's location-based, and you go and register with an avatar.
Absolutely. It's like a gaming interface, very friendly. You have avatars, different avatars on the map, and you can grab the banknote, but you can also grab the avatar, which means I send a private order to someone I have seen on the map who has a special skill and is available, and I want someone to, like for instance, give me a 1-hour lesson of Mandarin. The person's available, I'm going to grab the avatar and ask him or her to give me the lesson.
Fantastic, yes. So I know that part of the team is sitting here in Hong Kong and you launched in Hong Kong, but that's not the only market. Tell us about the other markets and tell us also why Hong Kong.
Yes. So we're an international company. We're just 12 people, but based in 3 continents. And we have launched in Hong Kong, in France, and in New Zealand at the same time, back in January 2019. Hong Kong, of course, is the headquarters. We have 7 people working here. It's extremely vibrant environment, a lot of competition, a lot of different needs and requests for services, both business and individuals. And Hong Kong is a very nice place when it comes to looking for resource for UI, UX, when it comes for like tech people. So we have access to very qualified people. We also have access, thanks to people like you at W Hub, to an environment of startups, getting to have the right connections, getting to build the partnerships, and really in contact with the startup sphere.
Fantastic, yeah. So, and you said the other markets, France, New Zealand, I guess very different in terms of the demand. Yes. Can you give some examples of how your services differ from one market to the other?
Sure, that's really different. At the moment in France, for instance, we observe that we're more reaching out to individuals, looking for babysitting, handyman, cleaning, so more about the home improvement, for instance. We've touched a lot of business here in Hong Kong. For instance, we've been working with a small business for rooftop and terrace, and they looked for a drone operator to capture the visual of the nice rooftop that they had set up.
Yep.
So they found through Nowsnapp. In New Zealand, we have requests for carpooling, we have requests for like freelance design, this sort of thing, or also gardening. So it's very different structure, very different landscape in terms of competition and in terms of the needs of the individuals or the professionals.
Wow, so with that actually the app is really able to cater to all these very diversified needs.
Yeah, totally versatile, totally polyvalent, all sort of needs. It's really the go-to application. So again, you don't need to open 20 different websites or go on Facebook or go on, I don't know, the classifieds or find the ads at the exit of the supermarket. No need, you just have to post your request on Nowsnapp.
Fantastic, yeah. So you mentioned about the vibrant ecosystem here in Hong Kong and how it helps your business. We were thrilled to have you with us at Startup Impact Summit. Tell us, what was your objective and what was your key takeaway from Startup Impact Summit?
That was a great day for us as well, very exciting. We met a lot of other startup and new business, like our friends of V-Cycle, for instance. We try to help them, for instance, to inform people about the location of the PET collection stations. So we also had access to very, eye-opening conferences. That was one of the key highlights also of the summit. And yeah, different people in the ecosystem of startup in Hong Kong. So for us, it was a very interesting day.
Fantastic. And you mentioned that startups can be at the same time service providers on your app, right? As well as benefit. So we're thrilled into a partnership that we will be signing to see how Nowsnapp and the ecosystem through WHub can benefit. Fantastic. Looking forward, actually, what are your next milestones? What are your next plans?
So we're now into user acquisition phase. We're growing. We're looking at reaching the critical mass that will help us to deliver the promise that people get access to instant services. The more people we have on the map, the more diversified skills available, then people will immediately find someone ready to help around them. And we believe, as per your point, Karina, that it's very suited to startup, because any startup, any business, joining a new environment, people don't really know exactly where to ask. So the best way to find, I don't know, a designer for a logo or some IT support or any kind of professional around you is just to reach out through Nowsnapp and post a banknote, and people around you will have access to different professionals. The professionals have a rating, have an evaluation, and so you know that you can trust these people and you can definitely grow your business through Nowsnapp thanks to this partnership.
Fantastic. So very clear milestone, get to a certain user traction. What do you think is your biggest risk to get to this? What keeps you awake at night?
It's about delivering the promise to be the go-to application. So we should still be able to cater to all sort of different needs. So I'm as excited about the individual who looks at someone to mow the lawn in his garden in New Zealand than to the startup in Hong Kong who's after some more professional support, looking for a photo shoot, for instance. So we need to be able to tell people not only you're going to find what you need on Nowsnapp today, but also all the rest.
All the rest, right? Yeah. So, and it's not always easy, right? And entrepreneurship can be a quite bumpy road. What keeps you going? What's your startup passion?
Well, the startup passion is definitely to grow this business, and eventually it's about, the objective of this application is connecting people. The fantastic thing is about, when you get the story that people meet generally about the same passion, the same needs, and it's much more than business. You get people who get into friendship, who came to just to perform some service and then stay for 2 hours and have a drink and get to become friends. So it's really about connecting people around the services they need. It's also a way to empower people about the value of the services and the value of work. Services are not for free. Your skills have a value, your time has a value, and when you're on the Nowsnapp map, you get jobs coming your way and you're absolutely free to accept them or refuse them. You're also absolutely free to negotiate the value you want to take for it. And the two parts will agree on the value. So we're giving value to people. They don't need a resume, they don't need a CV. They just have to be here, available with their goodwill and their skills to perform a service.
Great, thank you. That's certainly a passion that your founder Laurent Guillon shares. What is his vision and how did he come up with Nowsnapp?
So Laurent indeed founded Nowsnapp 2 years ago, and his initial vision was people need to have access to services the same way that they have access to products. Immediately, in 2 clicks, right around them. It has to be that simple. And that's the revolution of services. That's the way we want people to discover a new world of services. Laurent's view is to disrupt the model, and instead of saying I'm available and here are my skills, is the person who needs something who reach out to others and say, look, that's what I need, please tell me if you can help me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. It was such a great pleasure to have you here with us, Stéphane. Stéphane Meunier from Nowsnapp. Make sure you download the app on the App Store, right?
Yes, and Google Play.
And Google Play. And we're looking forward to seeing many avatars.
Yes, absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you, and thank you to WHub.
Thank you.